European football clubs are feeling the love from their fans. Ticket sales, sponsorships and TV viewership are on the rise. And proceeds from broadcast rights just got another boost, with Amazon winning a deal to air 20 games from England's top league.
It's the biggest for the club, it's the biggest. Champions League is the biggest club competition in the world.
The popularity of European football teams has been growing for some time, and it's helped the leagues to earn more each year. The entry of BT Sports in the English market in 2012 created competition for former sole broadcaster Sky Sports. And since then, the English Premier League's earnings have boomed. Its revenue jumped 25% last year. Wages in the country grew just 9% in the same period, and the sharp rise in football earnings is drawing closer scrutiny.
From next season, clubs will have to publish their financial information, as well as compensation paid to agents. The other one is the fact that we have introduced a series of measures in order to become more proactive when it comes to the monitoring of football clubs.
But that's doing little to dampen spirits, and it seems the good times will keep rolling for Europe's Big Five. Mark Gay, TRT World.
Now, Kieran Maguire joins me from Liverpool. He's a sports finance specialist at the University of Liverpool. Thanks so much for joining us on Money Talks, Kieran. Now, are you surprised by these figures and what's being called the new era of profitability?
Not really. I mean, Premier League football clubs and many clubs in Europe historically have lost money because owners were hoping that eventually things would turn round. With the latest developments in terms of recent TV deals, then clubs have managed to convert losses into profits. And one of the reasons for this is that the various forms of financial fair play have effectively restricted wage growth and therefore allowed clubs to make more money.
OK, and you mentioned TV deals. And what do you make of the news about Amazon?
I think it's an interesting one from both parties' point of view. As far as the Premier League are concerned, they accept that they've reached a ceiling in terms of their domestic rights, and therefore they're looking to see other routes and methods of getting the football to interested parties. The Amazon customer base is going to be a different demographic to that of traditional people who are watching just television. So therefore, there's a chance to expand the user base from the Premier League's point of view. The price that Amazon are paying is very, very low compared to the Sky and BT deals. So therefore, it's very low risk from Amazon's point of view, and they'll be hoping to sell many Amazon Prime memberships on the back of this.
And Kieran, I just want to put all of this into context. So essentially now, transfer fees, basically, they are now within their means, correct?
Yes, I think the big costs as far as football clubs are concerned are all related to players. We have both footballers' wages, which traditionally have matched the growth in TV revenues, and also transfer fees themselves, which when Neymar was transferred to PSG last year, sort of that blew everything out of the water, and that created a lot of inflation. I suspect that with the World Cup taking place, that those fees will probably plateau a little over this summer and grow slowly in future because clubs want to start to make profits because we've got a new breed of owner.
Mm-hmm. And again, just looking at the UK, for example, I have a quote here. A decade ago, 60% of Premier League clubs were loss-making, and now it's a different picture, isn't it?
Absolutely, and the reason for that is that revenues have grown exponentially, and wages are starting to lag behind. But don't feel too sorry for footballers. I mean, the average salary for a footballer in the English Premier League is around about $3.5 to $4 million a year. It's just that they're not able to secure rises of 30 or 40% over a 3-year period in which the TV deals are taking place.
No, we won't feel too sorry for them at all, Kieran. Now, I want to ask you about corruption. And we know football and corruption have been, I wouldn't say synonymous, but anyway, connected for a while. What are your thoughts on this?
It is a problem, and that problem's not going to go away. With the advent of these new TV deals, what you're getting is middlemen coming in between the TV companies and the different football associations, trying to buy the rights and then sell them off. So therefore, there's a lot of the time there's an incentive for people associated with the game itself to take incentives, is the politest word of describing it, from these intermediaries, who will then be able to secure the rights and make a profit by selling them on to a third party. There's also an incentive in terms of granting the hosting rights to large tournaments, which go to historically have gone to relatively few people who've been making those decisions, and therefore they can be influenced by countries who are prepared to offer them inducements to vote for a particular host city or country.
And Kieran, we don't have much time left, so I just want to quickly ask you about the World Cup. Who do you think is going to win, and will Mohamed Salah play? Because of my surname, I've been getting a lot of stick. My surname is, of course, Ramos.
Absolutely. My tip to win it would be Germany. If they can keep out a player of such as the quality of Sane from their squad for the World Cup because he's not good enough for Germany, then that shows the strength in depth. I was at Anfield for the Champions League final, and I think it's to say that your namesake, his name was not being cheered that night. I think Salah will play. I don't think he'll make the first match, but I think he will try to make the second and third. And having seen him play this season as I work in Liverpool, he would certainly light up that tournament.
Oh, fantastic. And so I think I missed that. Who do you think will win then?
Well, my guess would be Germany. They are an incredibly strong squad. Their first 11 are used to playing together, and their history in tournament football is as good as anybody else.
And Spain?
Spain will be in the last 8, and then it will come down to the luck of the draw. If they end up with Germany or Brazil or countries of that nature and strength in the quarterfinals, then it's going to be really tough.
All right, Kieran, thank you very much. Kieran Maguire joining us from Liverpool.